So this is a 3 light setup. So the key light is this 300 watt Zhiyun B300, and there's a field light right here. This is the X60, 60 watts. That one is the kicker light. It's a 100 watt. So currently I set up all the color temperature to 5500K. And then in terms of power level, well, you just have to adjust by the look. That one's 77%. This is 36%. That one is 30%. Yeah, so we're just gonna go from the, and then also have a silver reflector. Just add a little bit more catch light to the eye. So this is basically exactly the same lighting setup for no matter I use a strobe or in this case use LED light. It's the same thing. Yeah, the lens I use is a 24-70. But sometimes I use a prime for style of the shoot because it has a different rendering, especially for the vintage lens. Yeah, so this is pretty much the lighting setup. Sometimes I might need to adjust the light just to a certain angle, depends on where our model Erica gonna turn. If, for example, if she turned a little bit more away from the key light, then I normally probably have to adjust the light, move the key light a little bit away to the camera center. Yeah. So this is a 300 watt light. So your shutter speed definitely gonna have an impact on the final look. Yeah, and then I'm shooting ISO 100, and then my shutter speed is a 160. So let me take a look right there. It's very different because usually strobe lights keep popping, and this is very different. Okay, Erica, turn that way. All right, then you can turn more. Okay, hang on, good. Great, very good. Hang on, this is very good. The lighting effect is almost exactly like what you can get with a strobe. See, because I have this kicker light. No, I mean the silver reflector over here. So even though Erica is turning away from the key light, I don't see this shadow thing like the other face side of her face is shadowy at all. So yeah, so this is the benefit of using video light because it's very straightforward. What you see is what you get. Yeah. Okay, Erica, this time you look it that way. Right there, hang on. Good, perfect. All right, good. Hang on, let me try it. So this is black and white. I have sometimes I set up a quick button on my camera, just quickly turn to black and white. It just give me like a clear view about the tuning because there's no distracting from the color. Right. Yeah. I do this on street photography a lot too.
Is it just starting with like the key light first?
Like you can do it that way. Probably yeah, that's a good idea just to start with key light too. That probably help you to better understand okay how light works with one light at a time. But once you do this for a while, then it's very easy. You just quickly get 3 lights set up and then just tweak from there. You don't have to worry about if accidentally one light setting get changed and then you don't know how to go back there, or you have to remember what setting for each light. You don't need to do that because if you're always shooting in the same studio, you might have this problem. It's like you always have the same setting and they always work, and then you went to a different place. Your clients require you to go to their office or go to their house, do the photo shoot, and then you're trying to use the same setup. Then you find it just doesn't work anymore. Because there's so many changing things. Like this is a small studio, like with a white wall, so the light could bounce everywhere. So imagine you're shooting in a large warehouse, like a very tall ceiling, and then the photo gonna look a lot more contrasty because many of the bouncing light doesn't exist anymore. These bounce lights just work as a field light. But when that happens, like you're shooting in a very large space and then you realize, oh, this is very contrasty, but you know how to control that by adjusting these things, like what I just mentioned before. These things basically just like those sliders in Lightroom. You use that to control. Erica, can you stay here? And then you kind of like, yeah, like this. Yeah. You know, the biggest question is always, what's the composition? Gotta be, hang on. Okay, Eric, this time like your hands up, and then you can look somewhere else. Yeah, right there. Good. Now look at the camera. Yeah, chin up.
For 24 to 70 or 70 to 200 when you're shooting?
Studio definitely 24 to 270, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it too compressed, like 70 to 200?
70 to 200. Well, I guess probably I'm always in a small space. I just like not gonna be in the,
okay.
yeah, I'm always gonna be like this. Yeah. Yeah, 24 to 200 is like later on I want to try some like a wide angle shots. It looks super cool. Yeah, raise the light. I think now we can try some full length shot. Yeah. So this is there's another thing that we need to mention about so look at this. This is like only 36 inches, and we're doing the full length shot. So there are two ways of do that. You can get a full length, like a fully coverage of your subject with just one light, but the light need to be further away.
Further.
Yeah, like for example, the inverse square law is basically saying if you're double the distance of the light, the intensity gonna drop by 100%, 50%, right? So let's say, okay, so the distance from this light to her head is like, I don't know, 2 feet.
But to the
But
feet is like much longer.
Much longer. So if you, we don't have a light meter here, but if you meter the light here and here, you're probably looking for like 2 or 3 stops.
Is that where your mini softbox?
Yeah, so there's 2 ways to do that. The first is like your light is very far away, so basically make the distance like roughly the same. Then you don't have this like a light fallout problem.
Right.
The second one, you just add another light to fill it out. So basically I have 2 small light, but work as 1 large light.
Right.
Yeah, so you either use a multiple small light or use 1 large light if you have to be close, or if you have the space, you can push the light far away.
But you would have to power up the
Of course,
lights.
of course, yeah. I'll do this. It's gonna, yeah, there's some Photoshop works needs to be done. Yeah, okay, let me move this a little bit more. I just want to just like at least not cover too much of that column. Okay. So this is a wide 24 to 70. So you can see I got a full length shot for this one right there. I'm at 50 mil. Yeah. So whenever you're shooting with a shorter focal length, you're always going to be mindful with distortion. I'm not saying you should kill the distortion. I'm saying you should use it to your advantage. Yeah. Some people say, oh, I can't shoot this because the distortion or something. No, distortion sometimes could be good. So yeah, get rid of the grid is the background will be a little bit brighter. You can see the background is brighter right now.
Now it looks like white.
Yeah, yeah. Good, hang on. This time can you put that side of the hair back? Yeah. Right there, yeah, that way the kicker, turn your face more to me. Chin down just a little bit, right there, good. Good. See, I really like this lighting setup right now because it gave me it lit up the background evenly. And then at the meantime, it gave me the right contrast on her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's like you have to constantly managing the contrast. But this is like what I said, is only 20-30% of work. The main part is still working with your model, get the right look. Okay. This, do the same pose. Right there. Okay, good. Hold that. Couple more. Nice. Chin up, slide it. Great. That's a good one, hold that. Good. Okay, this time you can like turn either one way or the other. Right there. Hang on, that's good. Like for example, I like this composition, but you can see how her like it crop over here. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Thank you. That's great. Yeah. But like you can do it this way. You can do it this way too. But sometimes I found this way is boring. You almost feel like you leave these blank for something, and it's missing there. Hang on.
Ooh, that was nice.
Hang on. Let me take a look. This is getting. Okay, this one's not bad. This one's